Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Malinga Sise of Urban Harvest Organic Farm. For all of you who have subscribed to my YouTube channel, I am so grateful. And for those who are still new, please kindly consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. Click on the notification bell so that you never miss out any upload. Today I'm super excited because first of all, we have mixed new feeds for the birds. Secondly, we are going to hang up more feeders for these birds. So many of you have been advising me that the feeders were not enough, but only that the feeders are there, just like you saw last time we bought new feeders, but the ropes for hanging them up were not there. So I decided to go and purchase the ropes, and we are feeding the birds a bit late today simply because we just mixed the feeds this morning. Last time I told you that this time around I am mixing my own feeds. I just order for the things that I need. When they bring them, we do the mixing from here by ourselves. So let me show you the feeds. It is right here. This is the new feeds that I have mixed. Okay, it's right here. This time we didn't put charcoal. Remember the previous feeds that was 600 kilograms, we had added charcoal there, but this time I didn't add charcoal in these feeds. And then the feeders that we are going to hang up, they are right here. But we are first going to feed them because it's already 9 a.m. in the morning and we haven't yet fed the birds, and they are all gathered waiting. So let us first go inside and do the feeding. Remember, we are still treating our chronic respiratory disease. Remember, we are still treating the chronic respiratory disease, and today is our 7th day. Remember, last time I told you that we were going to do the treatment at least for 7 consecutive days. Let us always remember biosecurity is very important in this project, and we are still giving them 33 kilograms of feed. Okay, guys, you can see the birds are right there. I also have a challenge with our drinkers. I'm going to show you so that when you're going to purchase those drinkers, you're going to be aware of what is the problem with them. Okay? Guys, you can see the birds are very active. Wow. I'm going to start from there because I want to decongest this place. So let me go and start from here. Birds are crazy. We no longer have any bird that is sick. All the birds are now fine and very stubborn. Wow. So we are now going to hang more feeders up. Currently we had around 29 feeders, but I'm going to add them up to, I want them to be up to 40 feeders for now. But when the birds, as the birds grow, we are going to make it up to 45 feeders, because we have, the house is big enough to hang up to 45 feeders. But before we start hanging other feeders up, there's a challenge that I am getting with this type of drinkers. Okay, this type of drinkers, I told you last time that I didn't want the ones that I have in the old birds chicken house. I wanted these ones that you can just hang it like this. At least with these feeders, with these drinkers, the birds will not come and stand here for them to put the dropping in the drinking water. The challenge we have with the other type, the birds always stand on top and they poo or they poo inside the drinking water. But now there's a big challenge that I am getting with this type of drinkers that I want us to see, so that at least when you also decide to buy these drinkers, especially for those who are in Uganda, I don't know whether it is only Uganda that we have this type of drinkers. So this is the challenge that I am already getting with this type of drinkers. Guys, you can see how this water is. It is like this. Okay, ideally, when the drinker is okay, water is not supposed to be full here like this. This is how it is supposed to be. Okay, it is supposed to be like this. Hope you guys are seeing well. Oh, I switch on the lights. It is supposed to be like this, just well balanced like this. But as you can see, this one, the water is even pouring down. The drinking water is pouring down. Under there, all is covered with the drinking water, which is not good. This is one of the causes of coccidiosis or chicken diseases inside our poultry houses. Okay, now this drinker, this is actually the second one that is behaving like this. The first time it behaved, the first one that behaved like this, I didn't know where the problem was coming from. But now later I discovered that, you see these points, these ones, when you're washing the drinker and you turn it upside down, okay, and now, like there is when you're washing the drinker and you've put it to stand and you are scrubbing inside. If you use too much force and here is squeezed down, inside here breaks, okay, inside here breaks, and once it is broken, you'll find that your drinking water will keep on pouring like this. So that is one big problem that I have with these drinkers. Here it breaks very easily. Very easily. So now in a space of just 8 weeks, because the birds are now making 8 weeks. In a space of 8 weeks, I have now lost so far 2 drinkers. And remember, these drinkers are very expensive. Now like this one, each of them, I bought them at 15,000 Ugandan shillings. So imagine, within just a space of 2 weeks, 8 weeks, because the birds are soon making it to 8 weeks, we have so far lost 2 drinkers. Now, how about when the birds now stay up to the 72 weeks of laying or up to 2 years? How many drinkers will I have lost? So that is one big challenge that I have with this type of drinker. So whenever you're going to purchase it, it is very good. At least the birds will not be standing on top, okay? Very, very good. But now the challenge comes when you're now washing it and here gets squeezed down, okay? Because I demonstrated it myself. Actually, that particular one is, I was the one washing it and I squeezed it down like this. As I was scrubbing it, I just saw it break. So that is another problem or the challenge that we have with this type of drinkers. So for farmers who will want to buy these drinkers, I know it could also be in other countries. Please make sure when you're washing them, wash it softly. Don't squeeze it down. Once you do it like this or something, or it just falls down like this, those parts are going to break and you'll end up losing so many drinkers. So now we are going to hang. Let me bring the feeders and we start hanging them. The birds are scared. now scared. And then also, I wanted us to know that our birds are finally okay. We don't have any bird that is now sick. All the birds are now very fine because of their herbal remedies. Remember, last time I told you that we were going to do the treatment for 7 days, and today is our 7th day, because I remember it was a Sunday last week when we started the treatment, and today being a Sunday, it makes it 7 days. But you see, the drinkers are still having the water, and I will still give them for like, because I have more I still have the ginger, the garlic, they are still left, so I might give them for 2 more days. So I'm not going to show you how we are going to do the hanging, so let us first finish doing the hanging, then I'll get back to you. See you right back. So guys, finally I'm done adding more feeders. We have now added up to 42 feeders, and that is I think that the last number of feeders that we are going to have here, because you can now see the house even look so congested now. For some of you who are saying that I would have brought up to 1,000 birds in this chicken house, guys, you can now see these birds are just making 8 weeks, but see the house already looks so congested. How about when the birds now are old enough and they're already laying? How will this chicken house be? So that's why I will still emphasize that let us put the right number of birds in the chicken houses, okay? Let us consider at least 6 birds in 1 square meter, because the house already looks so congested for me, and yet these birds are still very, very young. Just because we wanted enough feeders for these birds. Because if there are not enough feeders for the birds, trust me, your birds can end up not performing well, because those ones that are already loitering looking for where to feed, they get so stressed about it. And also, since our feeds are not in pellet form, they're in the mash form, by the time others come to feed, when others, the friends have left for them the space, you find that some of the nutrients have already been picked by those first birds that eat faster than the rest. So that is why we should have enough feeders in the chicken houses. But in the quest of having enough feeders, guys, you can see now the house is really looking congested, okay, compared to before when we had few feeders. And that is, these are now the number of feeders that I can finally put 42 feeders, of which my interest was putting 45, but I really see I have no space for adding more feeders here. Honestly, I do not see any other space that I can add in more feeders. There are other spaces which are left. I am leaving it for adding drinkers, because we are going to have up to 18 drinkers here. 18 drinkers, and that will have around 180 liters of water, of which to me I feel like it is even few. I wanted to have around 25 drinkers inside this chicken house, but since the house is not going to be enough for me, the space is not going to be enough for me, I'm now going to put only 18 feeders. So for today, that is all I had for you. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for always coming back. Thank you so much for all your wonderful love and support. But if you're still new, please consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. Click on the notification bell so that you never miss out any upload. Share this video, comment in the comment section down below, and I will be so grateful. And don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, and don't forget to watch the video up to the end, and I will be smiling. See you next time. I love you all. Bye bye.